I'm just thinking to myself, like, bro, I can express myself and I can still beat you up. Like, if like, we don't need
if
to.
push come to shove, right?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I can still beat you. I can still protect myself. We don't need to like make it like so black and white. But I think oftentimes that's what ends up happening. But I want you to dive into like couples a little bit because that's such an interesting topic for me. You talked about having a guy in a relationship that's in a relationship with potentially with a woman, right? And he's not as emotionally, maybe not as emotionally intelligent or expressive. What ends up happening in those type of sessions, and like, what did you mean by like, is she your homie or is she your girl?
Well, one I'll start with the last one is that because the way of communication is more kind of an aggressive type, right? So or expecting her to not be as emotionally inept or aware, right? So I'm like, what is your expectation? She want to have questions, she want to talk to you, she want to communicate, and we may not have the tools to do that, or it shows up differently.
Right.
It looks different.
Right.
So part of the conversation is one, meeting each other where they are,
right,
and really unpacking what do they mean. Sometimes we have to decode what somebody's saying, right? So it's like you ain't come home last night, right? Or I'm trying to reach you, I didn't get you. That could be I'm concerned about you, right? But we hear it as, yo, why you checking for me? Like, yo, why you nagging me for? Right? So sometimes it's like, well, I was scared. Yo, you're a black man driving in these streets. I didn't hear from you. Right? But that could be what sometimes come out like she may not articulate that clearly. Right. So sometimes I say, so what do you think she meant by that? Well, I know she's worried about me. So then why are you responding like that if she's worried about you? And accountability. What could you have done to make sure that she wasn't worried about you? Right. So sometimes we need to just unpack and that could derail a lot of arguments. You know what I'm saying? If we just really just put our empathetic hat on. And I was talking to my man Trey about like being friends, like maintaining that friendship with your partner. We lose that. You know what I'm saying? We lose that friendship. We lose why we got with that person, why we connecting with them. And it's just clouded by drama and trauma. Right?
Oh yeah, he's speaking now. I like this. I like where the conversation is going for sure. One of the things, when I was in couples with my girl and we were like we were good. Right? I wanted to do the couples because I wanted to see like, there's some things that we can unpack and like work on together. And one of the things that my couples therapist would tell us is like, assume positive intent. And I feel like oftentimes like when we're in relationships, because we're not assuming that the person we're with is like coming from a good place, it leads to like an assumption of like
it does. It does. But here's the thing: after you've kind of severed those good intentions, right? With a whole bunch of BS. Over time, you're thinking the negative because that's my kind of approach too, right? So I'm like, remember why you got together? I'm like, y'all really, like, some people really are sleeping with the enemy, emotional enemy, right? There's like the connection is not really there, but you're still sleeping with them, you're still in a relationship with them, but that trust is gone, and that's a difficult kind of situation to be in. Right, like you're stuck. Like I love them, but I don't trust you no more. All the good intention is gone. All I see is bad intentions.
Oh man.
So how do you repair and restore that when you've been let down so many times?